Check this thing out. This is a 1974 John Deere Snowmobile 400cc. Well, they classify it as a 400cc, but it actually utilizes a 339cc CCW engine. John Deere only produced about 250 of these machines between 1972 and 1977. They were put on the market with an original price of $1,400 back in 1975. Holds about 6.5 gallons of gas. Look at this thing. I mean, it's in rough condition. Looks pretty rough, but I feel like I can save it. I feel like I can restore it, make it look brand new, and have it running like new again. This machine, surprisingly, only has, look at that. For a 50-year-old machine, this thing only has 1,171 miles on it. I just hope that the odometer didn't stop working, because that means that reading would be wrong, obviously. The snowmobile weighs about 375 pounds. It's got a top speed of about 50 miles an hour. And these snowmobiles are known for their reliability, utility use, and trail riding. A lot of people use these for ice fishing, and that's what I plan on doing with this one. I plan on restoring it, making it look good again, get it running like new, keeping it as a collectible item, as a collectible sled, because I don't know why, but I like these John Deeres. I think they're nice, and they're good for ice fishing. I like this little hitch, this rigid hitch. I like that. It's pretty cool, I think. Yeah, it didn't come with a key. I don't know what they did with that. Looks like they put a nail in there. The choke is a little stiff. And surprisingly, I gotta show you guys this. The windshield. You never find these windshields in good of a condition like that. I mean, it's scratched up. It's got, normal use for being 50 years old, but that's the original windshield. It's got no cracks, nothing in it, just a few scratches. I gotta get this stuff off. That's from when he was trying to sell it, the duct tape. But then look at the seat. No rips on the seat at all. Like, that seat looks good. But, I mean, the gas tank looks alright. The exhaust is a little rusty. Well, pretty damn rusty. But obviously that's normal. I mean, it's a snowmobile. A lot of these parts are loose. But, yeah, it's got 2 cylinders. The carb. And the previous owner's story with this snowmobile is that he bought it from a farmer who was using it around his farm, mostly for getting him back to his hunting spot in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. And he used it for hauling firewood, apparently. Little sleds of firewood. And he also, because this UP gets so much snow up there, they get so much snow up there, and sometimes people have cabins way back in the woods and they can't get back to them, so they have to ride a snowmobile to the road, get picked up by somebody, have them take them to the store, and then bring them back, and they load the groceries up in the sled of the snowmobile, and they haul them back to their cabin. So, but I mean, for the most part, I think it's savable. Look at the skis on it. hardly any rust on the skis. You never see that. Usually these things rust up pretty quick, but those things are looking good. So with the look of this snowmobile, I believe it is worth trying to see if I can get it to run, and it is definitely worth, you know, some cosmetic work to make it look a little better. Go ahead, start with the spark plugs. See if I can't get these out. I am a little worried because the guy I bought it from said that he took it apart, he rebuilt the carburetor, put new gaskets on it, and he can't figure out what's wrong with it. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That is about as dry as they come. Oh my goodness, this is not a good sign. Yeah, I don't know what was up with that guy, but he definitely was lying, because this thing, them spark plugs are about as dry as they come. I'm definitely gonna have to spray some WD-40 and some some Marvel mystery oil down there. Oh my goodness, what a mess already. Yeah, he definitely lied. He said he took it apart. He tried. He said there's good fuel in there. I checked the fuel tank. The fuel is absolutely nasty. It's all rusty inside. He said he rebuilt the carburetor. I mean, it does look like it's got new gaskets on it, but it looks like he just put it together and just put a price on it and ship it out. I don't think he knew anything about it. I don't think he knew what he was doing with this thing. But yeah, he already lied, because he said he put new spark plugs in it, and he already lied about that. I don't have any spark plugs for this. I don't want to have to run and get some. Let's pull it over. Sounds like it's got good compression. I just want to lube up. I'm worried about how dry it was in there. I just want to lube up those piston rings. And I let a friend borrow my compression tester, so probably not going to be able to check compression today. But for the most part, I mean, it sounds good. about y'all, but I am excited. Alright, so we got compression, we got spark. I added the fuel in there. So let's go ahead and see if she starts up. Oh my goodness. Just gotta get her to stay running. Well, definitely runs. I think I gotta take that carburetor off. Find out what's going on with it. Wants to go. Just gotta tune that carburetor a little more, and she's gonna be a good runner, I think. This is definitely worth fixing up. Definitely. Watch this. Just a light pull will get this thing fired up. Watch. Not much of a pull at all. And it stays running now. I just have to keep the carburetor a little bit. Heck yeah, man. This is a good pickup. Good $300 barn find, baby. forgot to check one more thing. So, turn it back on. One light pull. I want to see if the headlight works. Heck yeah, baby! Even the headlight works. Alright, so my goal today is to get these fuel lines off. These are the temporary fuel lines. They're not going to be staying on the snowmobile, only because those are, you know, a plastic rubber. I need, those are actually plastic. I need the good black rubber fuel lines because they sit right next to the exhaust and I can't have the exhaust melting these plastic ones out. So I need to sand this down. Take this apart, get a new cork for it. This is the fuel gauge. Get a new cork for it. I need to sand this down, make it look new again. Let's see if I can't save that. Oh, come on. Should be able to squeeze this and get it out. There we go. That's a little rusty, but not bad. So my goal with this gas tank is, the gas tank is rusty, and the gas tank does have some really old nasty fuel in there, and I need to get it out. This kind of snowmobile, it even specifically states right here, do not use unleaded fuel in this 1974 JD 400 snowmobile. And the reason for that is because these snowmobiles back in the 1970s, these snowmobiles were intended, or they were built to take leaded fuel. So apparently the unleaded fuel, if you're operating this at max speeds, it can potentially damage the engine and the engine components. So they say, you know, nowadays with today's fuel, we're supposed to run premium in this thing with a 50-to-1 or even a 20-to-1 ratio of a good snowmobile oil. So premium fuel mixed with a good snowmobile oil, 20-to-1. So, and the gas, there's unleaded in here, and this gas in here looks absolutely disgusting. You can tell it's super old, and I don't want it. I no longer want to use the fuel that's in this tank, so I gotta take it off, drain it out, and the tank is a little rusty inside, so I'm gonna see if I can't save this tank using some white distilled vinegar and some salt. I love these little magnets. These things are so useful. Best $2 I ever spent. Alright, let's see if we can't get this tank out of here. goes. Oof. Alright. Gas tank is out. There's the wrench we lost. Got her back. I'm gonna vacuum all that out. That looks kind of gross. I'm gonna vacuum all that stuff out. Make it look good again. I'm gonna hit it with some WD-40 and get her all cleaned out in here. Seriously, this stuff makes a great cleaner. Look at that. That paint is almost like brand new again. Whenever I take off big parts like the gas tank, I always clean around everything. Vacuum out around it, spray some WD-40, get everything all cleaned up, looking good. I plan on keeping this as my ice fishing snowmobile rather than selling it for a profit now that I got it running good. For the most part, she sounds pretty empty to me. Alright. I don't know if you guys can see that very good or not, but she ain't that bad. The rust is not that bad, but still, I don't want it in there. I want this tank looking new again. So let's go ahead and dump some vinegar, some salt, and some screws in this tank to see if we can't shine her up a little bit. Alright guys, right here, just got some iodized salt. For 1 gallon of vinegar, I'm going to dump about maybe 1 cup of the salt into the tank. I'm going to eyeball it. And the salt is supposed to help increase the acid level of the vinegar. Alright, next, I bought me this gallon of white distilled vinegar. It's got 5% acidity level from Myers. It's only like $3 or $4, I think. Usually if I was in a soaked tank, this is a 6-gallon tank, I'd get about 6 or 7 gallons. And I'd get about 3 containers of the iodized salt. And I would just let it sit for 5 to 7 days. And then spray it out. Dry it out with the heat gun. Put some Marvel Mystery oil in there to lube it up. Well, that was a gallon of vinegar. Swoosh this around a little bit. Alright. Next, I've got some brass plated wood screw assortment little thingy majigs from Harbor Freight. This is like $5. 500 little screws. I'm gonna take all these little screws, dump them in the tank, and then I'm gonna seal up the holes in the tank the best that I can. And I'm gonna just shake the heck out of the gas tank with the salt, the distilled vinegar in there, and these screws. And these screws are gonna help bang up that rust and loosen it up and everything else. And the salt and the vinegar is just gonna eat up that rust. I saved the container because once I'm done, I'm going to pour the screws into a oil pan, dry them off, put them back in the container, and reuse them for another tank. Alright. Gas cap going back on because the gas cap's got some rust on it too, so I want the bottom of the gas cap to get cleaned off. The fuel gauge, that's got some rust on it. I want that to get cleaned up as well. And then the little fuel thing for I forgot what that's called, for the fuel lines. That's got some rust on it too. Go ahead and put that back in it. Alright, now I'm going to grab the tank. I'm just going to shake this bad boy. screws in there. They're working. Well, there's the 1974 John Deere 400. As you guys can see, that bumper bar was super rusted out. Now look at it. Now look at that bar, that bumper bar. Cleaned all the rust off of it and repainted it. The skis on it are nice. So yeah, for the most part, I mean, that thing's looking nice. The back bars right there for the passenger, like the passenger holding bars there. I don't know if I want to keep those chrome. I don't know if I want to keep those chrome or paint them black like I did the front bumper. Let me know down in the comments what you think. I think I should, just so that the entire snowmobile matches. I think the black on the John Deere looks pretty cool. The black and the green. So, but yeah, that snowmobile is complete, up and running, gas tank cleaned out, fires up nice.